welcome to the Game of Thrones Tarot Deck Review. I'm so excited about this because this is the last season of my soap opera Game of Thrones, and I was so excited to receive this deck. And so I hope you enjoy this review. As well, I will be including a mini reading in the review so that you can see these cards in action. So stay tuned. Okay, so welcome to the unboxing portion of this review. So here we have a beautiful box with a lid that opens like this. And then inside you've got your cards and you have your guidebooks. So let's take a look at these cards here. Now let's feel them. They feel very textured and they're pretty good cardstock. They're fairly easy to shuffle. I know you're like, oh my gosh, you shuffle rough, Trina, but I do. That's what I do. Can't help it. I love to shuffle. We played a lot of cribbage growing up in my day, so I just love shuffling. So they're good shuffling. And then when you look at the cards, they are sort of, see how they have this sort of texture on them. It's like little squares. Do you see that? But you can almost feel them. Like it feels different. And they feel neat. Almost like they're sort of made with cotton inside or something. Okay, so then let's look at some pictures. So spears are rods in this deck, not swords, okay? So spears are rods or wands. And so here's a few pictures. Ooh, here's the handsome King of Cups. 4 of rods. 6 of swords. So see, it does, it's very similar to the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot in many of the pictures, but if you watch the show, you'll see that every card brings back memories of that episode where you remember some of the stuff, right? The priestess, yes. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, the Fool. Look at the dragon behind him. Wow, the Fool. Love that. Okay, so here's, I won't go through every picture, but you can see already how wonderful that is. 5 of spears. 5 of wands. Queen of coins. 2 of spears. Actually, I find that Daenerys is in a lot of the cards. Queen of Cups. See, there she is again. 6 of spears. So, isn't that neat? Ooh, the Hermit. Check that out. Okay, so that's basically, I just had done a reading for a client the other day and I had this card here come up. 7 of Cups. Lots of choices. They're so beautiful and really capture the devil. Check. Yep, he's the devil, all right, right? Really, really, really captures the essence of the Game of Thrones, but the tarot as well. I just love this. These cards are really cool to me. The Chariot. Wow. Yes, yes, yes. So, there you go. These are a little bit of the cards themselves. King of Coins. Death when Arya's transforming. You know how the Death card is about transformation. Isn't that neat? Aren't they beautiful? Okay, so I know you want to go out and get your own now or order off of Amazon, and I did leave a link where you can order off of Amazon in the description. Okay, so then let's look at the book. We've got a cute little book here, guidebook, and it's in black and white, and so but it does show the picture, and then there we go, Queen of Cups. Okay, So, you know, there's Sansa, and, you know, it'll show a little bit of the movie about, like, or about that movie scene. So a reflective moment for Sansa Stark before the approach of Marjorie Tyrell, at the Godswood King's Landing. You know, it'll give it a few key meanings: sensitivity, compassion, emotional intelligence. Upright meaning. As a person, the queen is a sensitive woman of high emotional intelligence who nurtures her relationships. She often symbolizes the ideal friend or romantic partner. And then it'll show, you know, applied to a situation, the card shows you're in touch with your emotions and that it is safe to follow your heart and to explore your creative potential. You'll also receive the support you need just now. And then it'll have the reversed meaning. When reversed, this queen thrives on drama and attention. You know, she may appear giving, but her company is draining. And applied to a situation, she shows that your feelings may not be reciprocated. So that is the guidebook. It's, you know, pretty simple, but I like how they have the little messages here about the scene, sort of in the movie sort of thing. You know, Daenerys holds one of her young dragons in a fruit-laden garden in Qarth. And that was for the 9 of coins. Things like that. So it's a cute little book, you know, simple. All right, well, let's move on to a little mini reading to see these cards in action. Stay tuned. Now, everybody has different ways of shuffling, but let's put in the intent of my situation, my blockage, and an advice card. Let's keep things simple. What is my situation? I'll just do a reading on myself. And if you're watching, this may have something to do with you as well. So take what information works for you. So that's my situation. And then I'm going to do my blockage. And then I'm going to do my advice. What is the advice? Whoopsies, too many things fell at once. I'm going to try that again. What is my advice card? Okay, so let's zoom in a little bit here. And take a look at the cards. The Ace of Swords as the situation. So here is Jon Snow. He's holding his sword, the Great Wall right here. Very powerful picture here for the Ace of Swords. Now, okay, so the situation for me is, you know, there is some kind of mental breakthrough happening. The Ace is new beginnings, new ideas, and the swords being, you know, all about the intellect and that. So, you know, bringing clarity. There's, you know, in my work, and sometimes it can be in your relationships, but it just brings, the sword brings some clarity. Now, the only thing is that with the sword, there's also a tiny bit can be confrontational feeling as well surrounding the swords. So just be careful, you know, wield my awesome sword with care, so to speak. Let's see the next card. This is the blockages. The Page of Coins. Okay, and then here we have Tyrion, who is taking back his purse full of gold. It was kept originally by Sir Roderick Castle before leaving the Eyrie. So he's getting it back. Now, the Page of Coins itself is all about money, income opportunities, some good news, perhaps involving money. But because this is in the blockage section, I have to really look at sort of maybe the reversed meaning or the challenging meaning of the Page of Coins. So a lot of this is about time is money. And it's also, you know, taking care of debt as well. So the situation is the new opportunity. There could be some conflict involved with this new opportunity, new clarity. But, you know, the message I'm getting here is to make sure that the money you're getting in pays off your debt, so your credit card debt. And then secondly, the message I'm getting so far is that time is money, and you really want to evaluate and analyze what parts of my, okay, and then this reading is for me and I own my own business. So I really want to analyze what portions of my business are bringing in the money and start to perhaps let go or clear away any of the time wasters, anything that I'm doing that's perhaps wasting time. And maybe, you know, follow a new rule of 75% doing things that get you money, and 25% of the educational stuff or the stuff that doesn't necessarily get you money right away, that kind of thing. So it's really analyzing and getting a good, clear breakthrough and realizing time is money and to pay off debt. And that's what I'm getting so far. So let's see what the advice card is. The Tower. The Tower is all about the old ways coming down and crumbling to make way for new opportunities, new events. It's seeing the truth in the wreckage. So if you want to see the, you know, the story about this card that has to do with the Game of Thrones. Okay, so let's go back to, I can't remember what season it is, but Bran Stark climbs this decrepit tower at Winterfell, and he wants to see Jaime Lannister and his twin sister Cersei, and they're having sexual relations. Okay, so there's that incest thing. Okay, and then Jaime pushes Bran out, and he says, "The things I do for love." Okay, and so the tower itself represents the construct or the lie of Cersei's marriage to Robert Baratheon and the paternity of their children. There was that lie, right? But really, okay, so Jaime's cruel actions cannot protect their secret. And so this old tower of lies is already very unstable, and the Lannister Baratheon power is about to crumble. So, you know, the tower, it's about the light of truth, the downfall, and seeing the truth through the wreckage, and everything has to come down so that it makes way for new stuff. And it just like in the Game of Thrones, Bran sees the truth of the siblings' relationship, and you know, if that is known, that's going to bring about some major destruction. Okay, and another that's interesting thing that is that the tower is number 16, and 1 plus 6 equals 7, which is reduced to 7 is the Chariot card. Now with the Chariot card, number 7, you have control. It's victory, it's control and all that. But with the Tower, we have no control. We suffer and we see truth in the wreckage. So back to personally, how does this fit with this reading? So we talked about a new idea, new clarity, new focus. Time is money, pay off debt, and old ways of thinking and old ways, things that I've had structured needs to come down to make way for new structures in my business, as well as maybe there are some old thought patterns, and I would do well to do some, you know, self-hypnosis, that kind of thing, to reprogram my subconscious to for clarity, for wealth, for abundance, all sorts of things like that. So really there is a big sign about some big changes need to happen or are going to be happening involved in, you know, my business, clarity, receiving money, and that kind of thing. And so this is all about illumination and all about breakthroughs. So I'm going to take it as that positive note. I love to make my readings as positive as possible, as empowering as possible. So definitely can't wait to see what's going to go on there and all the clarity that I'm going to get. Okay, so, you know, I hope you liked this reading. This is the Game of Thrones Tarot deck. So I hope you enjoyed this review of the Game of Thrones Tarot card deck. And if you like these videos, please press like and subscribe and click the bell icon. to be alerted of new videos coming up by me, Trina. And you can always visit me at www.themoontree.org, helping you navigate life's energies. Bye for now. themoontree.org. Intuitive living for a magical life.